On a cold morning in a quiet neighborhood in Chicago, students were arriving at school while parents dropped their children off in shiny cars. Near the school gate, a 16-year-old boy named Ethan stood beside his father's old rusty pickup truck. His father, Michael, a tired man in his mid-50s wearing worn-out work clothes and dusty boots, smiled gently and said, "Come on, son. I'll drop you at school before my shift starts." Ethan looked at the truck with anger and embarrassment. "Are you serious?" he said loudly. "You want to drop me off in this broken truck? My friends' parents drive luxury cars. Just give me money. I'll take an Uber." Michael's smile slowly faded. Without arguing, he quietly took a few crumpled bills from his pocket and handed them to his son. Ethan grabbed the money and said coldly, "And don't come near the school. If my friends see you and find out you're my dad, it will be embarrassing." The father nodded silently and drove away with a heavy heart. A woman who had been walking nearby witnessed the entire scene. She gently stopped Ethan and asked, "Why were you talking to your father like that? Parents do so much for their children." Ethan shrugged and replied coldly, "He never gave me a good life. Everyone else has rich parents. Look at him. Old truck, cheap clothes. I hate it." The woman looked at him calmly and said, "Your father has actually given you more than you realize. Do you know what he does every day for you?" Curious and slightly annoyed, Ethan followed the woman down the street. A few minutes later, they stopped near a construction site. Ethan suddenly froze when he saw his father there, wearing a hard hat and lifting heavy cement bags under the hot sun. His hands were rough, and his face was covered with sweat and dust. During his short break, Michael sat alone on a wooden plank and quietly ate a simple sandwich and drank water from an old bottle. The woman softly said, "Your father works here for long hours every day so you can go to school and have a better future. He saves every dollar for you." At that moment, Ethan felt his chest tighten. He had never seen this side of his father's life before. Just then, the woman walked over to Michael and kindly said, "Sir, please don't eat alone like this. Let me buy you a proper meal." Michael smiled politely but shook his head. "Thank you, but I can't. I need to get back home after work. My son will return from school, and I want to cook dinner for him." Hearing this, Ethan's eyes filled with tears. He ran toward his father and hugged him tightly. "Dad, I'm so sorry," he cried. "I didn't understand how hard you work for me. Please forgive me." Michael looked surprised, but gently patted his son's back and said, "It's okay, son. I just want you to have a better life than mine." Ethan wiped his tears and said with determination, "You already gave me everything, Dad. From today, I will study hard and make you proud." Sometimes, the people who love us the most live the hardest lives just to see us succeed. Never be ashamed of your parents, because their sacrifices are the reason we stand where we are today.